Hello one and all, I am Paligames and welcome to First Thoughts and Fun. I am Paligames and today we are looking at a game called Artificial Intelligence Police Department, which is released on Steam on the 29th of January. Basically, as always with this show, we are checking out games on a first impression basis to find out if the game has an initial interest factor or if it is boring by design. Now, before we jump straight into the game, we're going to just take a look at the options menu. I had a quick check at the options, and outside of the fact that the sound effects and music kind of blocks don't really give you an indication of what that actually translates into, I'm really impressed. I mean, it has a left-handed mode, there's multiple player options because it has a local co-op option. There isn't multiplayer, but as far as an online component goes, but you know, maybe that's I mean, that's a shame, but nonetheless, it could make for a very interesting single-player experience, for me at least. It has complete key rebindings and pad support, which is what I'm using. Has quite a nice array of options in terms of what you can do with the graphics. Few different resolutions options. I've just kept it as a bog standard for now. And gamma correction if you want that also. I've just dropped the music and sound effect volumes down a bit just to make things a little less loud really for me, so I don't blow my head off. I think we're just going to have a look, see what the it seems like there's got a very wide variety of different game modes we can have here. I think we're just going to go for the standard. We'll go for easy. I don't want to go for blazing. It seems that there's a lot of customization involved as well with our what we're going to be able to use as far as our ship. So we're just going to be pressing Y all the way across really, because it's our first time in the game. We don't have anything else to hand. Now, I'm not quite sure why I'm not getting volume, but nonetheless. It has a very interesting control scheme, to say the least. Using the right trigger to shoot, which is very bog standard really, but the movement is basically just your right analog stick, which you can twirl around, while the left analog stick is used for movement, which gives you a nice wide variety of manoeuvrability, with not a lot of button presses involved, which is quite nice. As far as the overall look of the game, I'm really impressed so far. Oh right, I see. Let's go for this. So it seems that we kind of have like a almost roguelike element to it as we go through the level. Seems that maybe we want to avoid them. Either that or they take more damage than purple enemies. I'm not quite sure. No, they just take more damage. Okay. So we're already seeing the immediate introduction of new enemy varieties, which is nice to see. I'm quite confused as how well I'm doing at the minute. It looks like my health is pretty high, so I'm going to imagine that I'm not a complete scrub at this point of the game. So once again, it's probably going to give us something else. Bear faster, or we can go for that. Okay. I think that basically this is kind of makes the enemies you verse like harder as you go along, and it's kind of a case of an endurance thing where you see how long you can last, is what I'm picking up from the initial gameplay, which adds for a really nice replayability factor to the game. They seem to have some sort of targeting on them, so once again we're seeing some more varied play styles of the AI. But then again, that could be linked with their the multiplayer bonus I just picked up, which is why they're stronger or able to use that ability. I don't know if I've got a special move. I've not been able to see one. let's go with the EMP. I think that's better. A lot better multiplier bonus, and it just sounded like I wouldn't be so worried about it. I really want to try and see if I can get some sound going. I'm not quite sure. I might have to restart for that, maybe. That EMP was not fun. So immediately I'm kind of getting that a real hookedness. I'm really like getting drawn into the gameplay, even though it seemed like a twin stick shooter is not really my forte for the most part. I don't tend to play a lot of them, but this definitely got me wanting to play more of this. I think we'll go with this. So I imagine this will like mean that I won't be able to see which way they're going to shoot, so it'll be a bit more spontaneous. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to last on this. First, oh, I'm obviously some sort of boss. On top of that, I seem to be versing some sort of boss. So it just happens that I seem to have catched out at the right time to say such a phrase, given what I'm against. But it's cool to see that. You don't see a lot of games these days with bosses. Well, I assume I'm supposed to be able to kill that. I don't know if it's just a case of I have to avoid it. I seem to be taking a bit of damage now though, so I should be careful. Let's see if there's any special power. Okay, that did something. I quite like that. Got it. Defeat a Mundoed. I seem to be getting too good at this. I mean, when are they going to kill me? That is what I want to know. Walking straight into a boss, that was not a good idea. Never is really, is it? Worst comes to worst, I might just include the some noise over the top. I won't add sound effects because obviously that won't sync up very well. It's a shame. But definitely has got a nice it's just basically a great impression it's giving me. It seems to be ticking all the boxes. It's got a great array of options. It seems to have a really you don't see a lot of this idea where you kind of see that every wave has something different added to it, an extra layer of difficulty, and allowing you to get a higher score the longer you progress. I'm just basically seeing how long I last. I seem to be lasting maybe a bit longer than the game expects me to. Maybe. I don't know. They seem to be getting a lot more brutal though. I do seem to be picking that up. But I am in a really tough spot right now. Let's use one of them. Try and help me out at this important stage. But this could very well be my last wave. Who knows? I don't expect obviously to last too long with the basic stuff, but who knows? Obviously them icons indicate round me whether I've got any like special power-ups or anything I can use on the fly, which is good. I seem to probably have a lot more staying power than I would have expected this early on. I actually thought I'd get crucified, but no. On easy, I'm doing well. That's something else I'm not taking into account. There is of course 4 difficulties, so I should really be able to do quite good at this point. I leak a multiplier this time. And I think I'll make this my last one actually, just because otherwise I will be on this for too long otherwise. Now of course I'm in that EMP field, I want to avoid that. So I've got kind of a slow down of time now, which might be able to help out. But with just one bit of health left, I doubt I'm going to be able to get any further. And I have died. It's fair enough. I want to try and get the sound going. It's probably a user problem I've got. I mean, it might be that I just, you know, it's first time I've turned this on. It could be an easy mistake to make in that regards. I think it all should work. But yes, I'll keep it like that. I'll try and get the sound to be added on at the end. But overall, a great first impression and a great way to start First Thoughts February with one released every day, or a Crazy Co-op show, or something along them lines with, you know, the added information given about the game as we play them. So yes, if you want to pick this up on Steam, it's available for $6.99. The developer is Blazing Badger. I believe this is their first title. And to be honest, I'm having a lot of fun with this. I could see myself easy sinking a few hours into this game. It's just got a really, you know, nice aesthetic with it. I obviously haven't checked out the sound design. But I'm sure that, you know, if I could get it working, it would be great. And other than that, really, gameplay is just really addictive, and really, I want to just get back into the game at this point. It's a game which has surprised me a little bit, really. It's a great game. So yes, I highly recommend this at the minute. I mean, at £7, obviously, it might be a bit of a barrier to entry. For some people, they might think, I don't know, but really, for the amount of, like, how diverse, you know, you can be with, like, the difficulty levels, the game modes, as well as how the game modes work within the game, in that, you know, every wave you get, like, a new multiplier, which is based on an idea, like, oh, you've got an EMP field, you've got to dodge now, or stuff like that. It really seems to, like, really add a lot of engagement and replayability factor to it. So, I mean, before I ramble on for much longer, I really want to just say, yeah, I mean, this is an awesome recommend. Thank you for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for the next one. Goodbye.